Okay, let's go again on the auto pairing. So, while we're waiting, should we have a quick look at Cyberhack? On the top rate players, GMs. We got a game, zeigmata. Okay, Sicilian. Play D6 or E6 as I want a French structure. Might be good. So A6 here, Queen C7. As though, well, I can take on D4, maybe F6 and Bishop C5 in one go. Is that too weakening? I'm going to find out. Okay. I plonk the knight on C6 and try and use E5 here. B5 and Bishop B7. Something's gone wrong here. Oh dear. This doesn't look right. I think F6 was a bad idea in retrospect. I'm asking for it with F6, let's face it. Okay, so he's playing for, Queen E6 now. What about Bishop D6? Is that possible? I'm going to get smashed some other way. If I go back to E7 here, then Knight E5, or just Knight E5, trying to get the queens off straight off the bat. This is provocation. I think he's tricked me with the move order. This Knight C3, Knight F3 move order. I can play B5 here though, try and get the pieces out. King E7 is E5 gonna be dangerous. E5. Gonna move this bishop. Bishop B4 maybe. If I can get to play Bishop B7. Bishop B7, King E7. Am I going to survive this position? It's interesting. It'd be a miracle. Bishop B7, King E7. Rook moves, get the king over here, or crawl the king over to the queen side. Maybe. If he spends too long trying to bust the position by force, that would be good. Maybe I can win the ending if I can survive. Okay, what forcing moves would be useful to him? Bishop B6, Knight D5, E5 or F5. The rooks can't seem to do too much damage at the moment. Bishop B7, doesn't it non-controversially improve the position? Or Bishop B6 wins on the spot, actually. Whoops! For D7. Oh, it's check. That's possible. Okay. So Bishop E6 is now on the cards. Let's get out of this. Maybe, but many plays A3 and then Bishop C5. Okay, what about Rook E8? Is that better? Or try for Bishop B7, Bishop E6. No, I think Rook E8. Let's get the Rook involved. Mind you, there could be Bishop E6 and Knight D5 there, Knight D5. And then Bishop B6 is nasty. Yes, that's nasty. What would I do about that? Something nasty is going to happen here, for sure. I thought maybe Bishop E6, Knight D5 was crushing for Bishop B6. Okay, so F5, not yet sunk, about to be sunk probably. Bishop B7, why didn't I play the French defense or Caracan? Bishop B7, as Bishop B6 is not check, so I can use that fact sorry, because it's check, I can use that fact to try and play king c8. If I can get to play king c8 or even rook e7 just to protect d7, before getting slaughtered. Mind you, you'd always take the rook with bishop b6, so I think I've got to play rook e7, okay, against bishop b6. Okay, now what if I take on c3 just to try and get some time here? Otherwise bishop c5 anyway. Now is knight a5 possible, or is that slaughter? Knight a5 to c4. There's bishop c5. Anything better? I can't see anything better. Bishop c5, rook f7. Oh, I could try it. Bishop's loose. He just takes off the queen, and then bishop b6. So I can't play that. Well, no, he takes off the queen. I take with the king. Is knight a5 actually playable? Bishop takes b7, knight. Take his queen and knight takes. Bishop b6 is no longer. I think possible, but I don't know. It's getting painful. If I take this guy off, it's one less tactical responsibility. And now knight c6 or knight c4. Maybe knight c4. This is as bad as anything, or knight c6 is as bad as anything. I've got a slight clock advantage. Can I get my king safe here? King c8, just to get off this horrible recurring bishop b6 theme. Okay, so king b7. Well, at least, I don't know, visually it's not really safe, is it? But I'm clinging on. Okay, clearly he wasn't want perpetual on the queen, is he? But if he doesn't, okay, maybe b4 here is possible. Otherwise we'll just try and hold that. I think b4 because I want to play a5. Do I? I'm weakening b5. It's got rook c5. Probably not brilliant, but maybe king a6, king c8. Nope, still getting done over. Okay, try and get the rooks off here. If I can get that rook off. And is rook c1, knight c6. Okay. My rook is appalling. Right, giving him a passed pawn, but I can't see what else to do. What about g5, trying to liberate the position and do something with this rook? Or get this rook over here. I can't really do that. Maybe over like this via g7. Okay, what's this? Okay, I'll try and confuse him. Try and use. Oh, what's going on here? Okay, I thought the endings would offer some salvation, and maybe this is the case. What about king b7 for a moment? Instead of taking, not too keen to take there. Can I get this rook back in the game? Maybe to a8? Or even this c file? That's a much healthier rook than before. Knight a7. Oh, okay, things are looking up. I'm threatening check to win the rook now. I think he's blown it, hasn't he? Mind you, this pawn is quite dangerous. Okay, how do I stop this pawn? I can win the rook like that. No, I can't. Oh, he's queening the pawn. Oh dear, oh dear. There's no checks or anything. Wow, I've really done it here. 14 seconds. Let's get the queens off. Oh, why didn't I take the rook? That's crazy. Sorry about that, guys. That was just appalling. Don't play like this at home. Whatever you do. And I don't know why f6 came to mind. I think I was just attracted to bishop c5. Clearly f6 is a terrible move in most positions. Dear oh dear. f6. I was on the precipice here. If it didn't assess his forcing moves, bishop b6 is easy to fall into. He probably missed several forced wins. So, like bishop b7, bishop b6 for d7. Well, that was a bit of a miracle. But then when I did get a tactic, even that backfired. How did this happen? I know he's got a passed pawn over here. Is it worth a queen? Maybe it is. Queen f2. Was that better than queen f2? Maybe just queen e3, g7, queen h6. Queen e3, but this looked good at the time, and now this is bad as well. He's on h4, queen e1. I tried. Oh well. And time scrambled. Just yeah. Comments or questions on YouTube. Thanks very much.